You are now tuned in to the Conversations with Ms Yvonne show. It is such a pleasure to welcome you all to my show. Sit back, relax, because we're about to take you to another level. This show aims to entertain, enlighten, and educate the minds of our generation. Are you ready? Well, without further delay, allow me to introduce your host, me, Ms Yvonne!
What is up? Hello, beautiful people of the world. How are y'all today? Oh my goodness, it is Winning Wednesday, and it is such an awesome day to be winning. You know, I have stepped into 2020 with just a new vision, clear vision, 2020 vision, eye on the prize type of vision, focus type of vision, clarity type of vision, on the rise type of vision. You know, God is really moving right now. Quickly. Quickly. I made it through a hurricane and lost everything. You know, I don't know if y'all know many people who've been through Katrina, but I am a Katrina survivor. And when Katrina was coming, you know, we didn't take the storm seriously. And I only packed 3 pairs of clothes. I remember that. I remember just packing 3 pairs of clothes, not really taking it serious. I only evacuated because my grandfather said he was leaving. And he has never, ever left in his life for a hurricane except for that one when it counted the most. And you can't tell me older people don't know something special. They have a special connection. You know, older people are where you want to be. If you're growing up in this world, find you a mentor. Get a hold of somebody older than you. Sit amongst the elders and learn as much as you can. Soak up and soak in as much knowledge as possible. Because people, there's infinite amount of wisdom out here. And God has so many hidden treasures that he wants to show us and reveal to us. But he has to find some people that are willing to go out and find it, you know, to search for the information and to discover the information and to repurpose the information, if you will. So yeah, you know, make sure you get your wisdom up and your knowledge up. Never think that you know too much or that you know it all, because trust me, I know a lot, and I've been in school for a long time. And the more I learn, the more it's revealed to me how much I really just don't know. You know, I really don't. I have to go to God for everything, which is such a blessing. It's such a blessing because it takes the weight off of me. Like, I don't understand how people sit around and say they want to be God, or they are gods, or little gods, or big gods. I'm none of that. No, I'm just me. I'm a tool, you know. I'm his vessel. And he gets to pour himself out of me because, baby, I am nothing. I am nothing. 1, I am definitely nothing without him. 2, I'm nothing in general. But 3, like, who am I to ever think that I know something or I'm so smart and above people? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a god at all. If I was a god, I'd be living a lot different. You hear me? You know, the Bible is it's such an interesting book. You know, I like to read it often, every day. I read the Bible pretty much every day. Just a little something, you know, a little taste every day. You know, because man can't live on bread and water alone. You know, you need to know the word. You know, the word, yes, it's engrafted on your heart, but you also need to study it, because you have to study the word to show yourself approved. You know, just feeling like, you know, it's just going to sit into your mind and on your heart. That's cool, you know, because that does work too. But you really have to get into the word to really know it and to understand somebody and to see where they're coming from. And as a creative person, I am learning and beginning to understand so much more about God because of being a creator. And I'm very, very, very grateful for that. Shout out to all the creators out there, because you probably share the same sentiments, whether you believe God or in the universe or, anything else that suits you, you know, you understand what I'm saying. And y'all, this podcast was not created to become like a spiritual guidance or leader, so to speak, but it seems like it's headed in that direction. And I can only pour into you guys what I pour into myself. And I love God. I love Jesus. I love what he does for me. I love what he has done for me. I'm sitting right here and I'm looking at the remnants of a disaster, which brought me back to thinking of Hurricane Katrina, because if you could see my view right now, I'm looking at trees down, I'm looking at fences down, I'm looking at oh, look at that hater. A hater just came out. Hi, hater. Your enemies across the fence, amen. Jesus, God is really working on me with that, y'all. Let me tell you my testimony. So I was like, I had that like Cardi B attitude, ish. Like I realized that I just discovered it. Amen. Like, call me Columbus, baby. I just discovered that if you beef with me, I prefer to beef forever. You understand what I'm saying? Like I will boot you up every time I see you on site. What you want to say? What you got to say? And it's so funny because, I love my Instagram prophets, because I saw a post and it said, your hardest test is going to be how you handle those who have mistreated you. And that is a hard, hard test, okay? Because who am I? Who am I to not forgive somebody that wronged me? Who am I to not turn the other cheek? Who am I to not be merciful to somebody after I asked God to be merciful to me, after I asked God to forgive me? Who am I not to forgive the next person? But boy, that's so much easier said than done, because trust me, baby, I feel like a forget 'em. Okay? You heard me. I want to cut you. I don't want to be kind to you. I don't like you. I don't like your personality. I don't like you as a person. And I don't like the evil in you. But me not liking you, it's too much of a burden for me to carry. Because I forget I don't like people. Because I walk in, I am a friendly person. But if you cross me, well, then that's your behind, Mr. Postman. Shout out to Friday. So I have a hard time. I used to have a hard time forgiving people that wronged me, because especially when they weren't apologetic about it. It's one thing to hear a sincere apology. It's no problem with forgiving somebody. But forgiving these people around here who walk around like they crap don't stink, or like they ain't did nothing wrong, or they got too much pride to apologize, it really, really, really can become forgiving can be a pressing issue for me, and I see that God is working on me. Like today I'm minding my business, and one of my old haters / enemies just came up to me and just started talking to me like everything was all good. And I wanted to look her in her face and say ho, didn't you just try to play on me last week? You know what I'm saying? Didn't you just lie on me a couple of days ago or weeks ago? Didn't you do all this against me? I'd have bat the piss out you. That's the dark meat, okay? That's the dark meat. But the light in me says, you know what? I have to be a reflection of Jesus. And how can I rep for him and not do what I'm supposed to do? And that's what makes life's journey so interesting, because it's consistently and constantly balancing out your good and your bad, because none of us are all good and none of us are, I don't believe that any of us are all bad, but, I've been wrong, and what I was saying earlier, too, is that, there are so many depths to this world. I'm finding so many hidden treasures in dark places that God sends me. And I'll be really, really scared at first. And then all of a sudden I'll run into gold. You know, it's like finding gold or going into a cave looking for stones. You know, it could be really, really scary, but the outcome is so, so beautiful. And that's kind of what it's like, you know, serving God is like, it could be really, really, really scary. You know, you got to fight a lot of battles, and whether it's internal, external, I mean, or spiritual type of battles. You know, serving God is very, very intense. It is not no cakewalk. It is just not frolicking in the tulips. It is not all blessings. It's not all happy days. You know, there's sunshine, there's rain, there's joy, there's pain, there's ups, there's downs. You know, and God said you have to, after you suffer a while, then you can reign. But you got to suffer. There's suffering in this. There's persecution in this. You know what I'm saying? There's people that's going to lie on you as you become sold out for the Lord. But guess what? Them same people that was going to be against you, that was going to lie on you, that was going to hate on you, was going to hate on you either which way, irregardless to what you was doing. I don't even know if that's a real word, but I like saying it, irregardless. Irregardless to what you was doing. But you know, serving the devil ain't what you want. You know, I mean, I had fun when I was serving myself or whatever, but it was still along the path of destruction. You know, serving God, I now see the light. Now I see the purpose of why he told me certain things, like not having sex before marriage, you know, which would have prohibited me from shacking up, which would have prohibited me from several bad relationships had I had did it God's way in the beginning. You understand what I'm saying? And learning God's way has made me such a smarter person that I can't even take credit for. You understand what I'm saying? Won't he do it? You start learning the Lord. He start teaching you, making you look smart. People think you smart. You hear me? It's a win-win. Okay? But don't tell me nothing about how good God is and is not. Because let me tell you something, baby. I don't know why I just told y'all that. That don't really make much sense. But I say that to say he's a good guy. And I made it through a tornado. And I'm looking at the remnants of the tornado. But I'm sitting here in a beautiful day, having a beautiful moment, sharing this beautiful testimony and experience with y'all. Because I'm looking at my window. Whether the tornado could have come through and is still intact. I'm thinking about the fact that the night before something happened to make me put the window down. Because I prefer for my window to be up because I like fresh air. But I'm glad that I did because the storm came out of nowhere and at a time no one expected it to. Kind of like how life does. But with God, it don't matter what's going on around me. I know that with him I will survive. Not only will I survive, I will thrive. And I will live my life to the fullest. I survived a tornado. Anybody who's been through a tornado understands what I'm talking about because it leaves you in awe. Like, oh my God, it could have been me. It would have been me, but had it not been for the Lord on my side, y'all better get to know Jesus because there could be a famine in the land. You don't want to have that worry on your mind. You want to be able to cast your cares and your fears on the Lord and not even have to be worried about what could and couldn't happen because God will pull you out of famine. He will give you a strategy for a famine, and he will put you in a place of stability despite everything that's going on. Choose this day whom you will serve, and I hope that you choose love. I hope that you choose life. I hope that you choose Jesus. This has been the Ms Yvonne Show. Y'all be cool. Be blessed. Yeah.